So very interesting and potentially worrying price action for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. We did have a nice little pump upwards over the last couple of days, and now we have lost all of those gains almost instantly. But let's discuss whether or not this is actually weird, because when we look at the Bitcoin chart, we've talked about this many times. Every single time we have a weekend pump or dump, we basically end up exactly where we were on the Friday that the market closed at some point in the following week. This may be on Monday, maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, and it's normally settled by Thursday. See, Friday, we can see we closed at 65.5. We went all the way up, weekend, Sunday, and then boom, straight down Monday, all the way back down. The reason why I think this is happening? Manipulation. I think there is easy money to be made now that we have the mainstream markets that are closed over the weekend, whether we go up or down. There's easy money to be made by leveraging those price changes that no one has access to from the ETF side of things. That, along with your general manipulation to try and get rid of stop losses, to get the liquidity and that sort of thing. Now, we can see here that it's pretty evident right now that Bitcoin is in a downtrend, right? Lower highs, lower lows, continually down, down, down. We failed to break past our resistance and we got rejected again. I am watching very closely here, 64,700, and hopefully we hold that. Now, as you can see, the low that we're in right now is slightly higher than the last one. So this may very well be the trend reversal that we're looking for, but it might not be. So be prepared for this, guys. But we have one thing that is very much on our side: the absolutely insane amount of shorts that have built up on this chart. Now, this is so far been probably the very best and the number one indicator for this market as to where it's going to go in the short term. When we saw the long liquidations come up right here, we had 11.5 billion of long liquidations. We saw, what did we see? We saw the price go from, not that one, we saw the price go from here, 71,000, all the way to where we are now, 65,000. Everyone was long up here, right? Everyone gets long at the all-time highs. And now, as we lose all of these supports, people are going short. They weren't going short here, they're going short down here. The market has flipped around again, and now it would be more profitable for retail investors for the market to continue to fall. And that is not what we normally see. So at 63,600, old all-time highs, we got $8 billion worth of liquidations. For Bitcoin to go from where it is now, you can see here, to the old all-time high, it's a 12% move upwards to liquidate $8 billion, right? We got almost no longs happening right now. Everyone, majoritively, is short on the market. Of course, there are some longs. I'm long, but most people are short on this market. And what do we know about this market? When everyone thinks one way, normally the opposite happens. Now, there's no guarantees there, but that's what I think. That's what I'm playing with. I'm trading this Solana pattern that we've been talking about. This trade was in a very nice profit about 2 hours ago, but we entered this box here and got completely rejected. And now we are back in our support, but we are holding the support here. And we did hit a slightly higher low than the last, just like on Bitcoin. So what we want to do is hold $142 for Solana. Now, I would not be surprised if we do have, again, a liquidity hunt. People probably put their stop losses in and around here, which, guys, is pretty much exactly where mine is. Mine is at 37, which is just lower than the old low, but that's what I'm willing to risk on this trade. But if there are manipulators, they know if they push the market down just to there, they can probably make a decent bag from liquidating traders, right? With that said, don't get liquidated. Hitting your stop loss is fine as long as that's part of your trading style, but don't get liquidated, meaning don't get over leveraged in this market. With that said, if you do want some up-to-date trading signals here, you can get a totally free trading signals here in this group. They're posting each and every day. This is from Margex traders themselves. We can see long Bitcoin, technical analysis, fundamental analysis, stop losses, positioning, and targets all in one place. All the information that you need for totally free. So if you want to come and join that, the link is down there in the description, and you can also get up to $10,000 worth of deposit bonuses only when you follow my link. Now, The fear and greed index. We are still somehow in greed in this market, but of course that is because we are near all-time highs. But the liquidations are telling us that the market may flip very soon. So first of all, for Bitcoin, we want to see 66.8 break. If we do see 64.6 break, it's likely that my thesis, my bear case scenario, does actually play out. So far, 50% of my bear case has played out. Right? Our last support here is around the 64,000. If we lose that, it is kind of a trend reversal, and I think it's likely that we head down to this 60,000. That would in total liquidate the full 11 billion that was there for the liquidations, although people would have been turning off their longs and getting liquidated on the way down, but a lot of money to be made. But now the liquidations, like I said, are telling us that the market will probably reverse, or a bunch of people, retail investors, are about to make a load of money. And again, that's not very likely. So we're holding, or hopefully holding, this $64,000 region, maybe waiting to this region to open a long, and then bouncing could be an idea. Or if you want to short this market, of course, you can do that. I'm not shorting in a bull market though. That's not what I'm into. With that said, guys, we got some very interesting news to go through. So we got on-chain data telling us that the small holders, 0.001 to 1 Bitcoin, today are red, and year to date, they're the ones who have been selling, right? We're also seeing everyone up to 100 Bitcoin selling year to date, but the absolutely massive whales in the space have been nothing but accumulating. What does this tell us? The longest term mindset people are most likely the ones with 100 plus Bitcoin. Of course, you have the odd millionaire and billionaire there who's just bought some, but the person who's made the most amount of money using Bitcoin are the people that have held it for the longest. Because basically, if you just compare Bitcoin over time, right, literally just holding it, like if you held it for the last 10 years, you'd be making so much money, right? All of this is insignificant, right? All of this price action from here, all the way to where we are today is insignificant. 6,000% up just from holding. The same can be said for Solana, Ethereum, a load of other altcoins. The insignificant moves really don't matter if you have this long-term mindset, and the 100 plus Bitcoin holders are all in the green, right? With that said, we have some extremely bullish momentum and news happening. Donald Trump likely to make Bitcoin legal tender in the US if elected as president. Now, that's obviously just a rumor and speculation, but that is so bullish. Donald Trump vows to end Joe Biden's war on crypto. We have definitely 100% seen a war on crypto. I believe that Donald Trump is saying all of these things to sway the vote, but that's not a political channel here, but he's going to be bullish for crypto because Joe Biden and the SEC currently have been absolutely terrible for crypto, basically forcing crypto companies and traders to leave, which isn't good for America. So Donald Trump knows this. Both it's good for America's money, but also good for him because people who are into crypto are obviously going to vote for the one that's best for crypto. It makes perfect sense. On top of that, we have Ethereum's ETF, which is likely or potential that it could start trading as early as July 2nd. So this is absolutely huge. On top of that, we have Solana ETFs that people are talking about BlackRock applying for, right? Oh, I don't have it up here. But the Solana ETF people are applying for, and Solana is sitting at $144. We've had a pullback on Solana, right, to the low, where's the low here, of 44%. That's a great pullback, guys. I think that, like, the risk to reward of buying Solana after a pullback like that is great, right? We can see here in September 21, we had a pullback of wow, almost exactly the same pullback before heading up another 123%. Same can be said for here, which looks very similar to what we're in right now at a 67% pullback. Look at this. That could be exactly where we are right now here. And that led, after a 67% pullback, it led to a monumental rise of 1,000%. Now, I do think that it's on the cards that Solana goes to the all-time high of where Ethereum sit last bull run. I think that's my bull case, right? I'll be taking profits way before that, but the last bull run, Ethereum hit, just to remind you, a market cap of 150 billion. Solana right now sits at a market cap after its close to 50% pullback of 80 billion, in and around 80 billion, right, guys? So there's huge moves for Solana here. Not quite 1,000%, but still massive moves. That's why I've been hugely accumulating Solana over the recent times and getting involved in, of course, my $100,000 Solana position, which is in 1.8 Solana loss right now. But if we break out of this, guys, this could be what's on the cards. And that's what I want to look for. As you can see, we had a very similar thing play out here. If I just roughly chart that out, obviously it's not that accurate, but look at this. How similar is what happened here to what's happening here? And again, that ended up breaking up 1,000%. So that's exactly what I'm looking for in this market. And guys, I think the opportunity is absolutely insane in the market right now. Just yesterday, we spoke about this meme token here. Xuan Poo, right? We spoke about it at around a $7.5 to $8 million market cap. It reached all the way as high as a $16 million market cap. So you would have doubled your money here if you watched my video yesterday, and you would have got the really early signal if you came over and joined my Patreon, where you see my trade ideas. So right here, you see my trade ideas. We got a 2x there secured. We also have my Solana trades when I open them, where I put my stop losses, the profit, all of that sort of stuff. So if you guys do want to come and check that out, there's a link down there in my description. Hopefully I've provided some value, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.